Hi, my name is Stephanie Robbins, and I am the president and CEO of Robbins Plumbing. And today I want to discuss with you how to make the decision, hey, my water heater is not working. Is it a repair or replacement decision? And there are only really 4 key factors. So we're going to quickly go over those to help you make that decision. Hey, this is your home, this is your castle, and it's your water heater. So you should know what these decisions are and how to make them. The first one to consider is the age of your water heater. Water heaters do not last forever, and they do not get better with age. So it is the key factor when I am talking to my clients, hey, how old is your water heater? A lot of my clients, fair enough, don't know. But if you look on your water heater, there is a model and serial number. And if you're not sure how old your water heater is, most of us don't. I do because I'm tracking mine like a hawk. But you can hit the manufacturer website if they're still in business, and they will have a breakdown of what that model and serial number means. But the serial number has a secret coded message in it that will tell you how old it is. If your water heater is, let's say, older than 6 years old if it's electric, and it's older than 8 years old if it's gas, this is a high indication that you probably want to consider replacing it versus putting money into it. And I say that specifically because they have an expected lifespan. And so you'll see that you're past the warranty period typically on that year between 6 and 8. Water quality is certainly a thing that you want to consider. Like, do you have a salt system? You may think that a saltwater system is going to make your water heater last longer. That's very contrary to the absolute truth. Salt systems, and we have a great blog on this that we will link, is going to reduce the lifespan of your water heater. And that's just how sodium works. So the water quality is going to play a big part into that, as well as the age. The other thing to really consider is the maintenance history. So we've talked age, but let's say you do have an 8-year-old gas water heater and it has good quality water going to it, but have you maintained it? So a maintained water heater, one that's been flushed every single year, one that's been checked for efficiency, for the anode rod being in good shape, that can last twice the lifespan, 3 times the lifespan. But have you been maintaining it? Do you have maintenance records? Because if you have been maintaining it, your lifespan isn't the general lifespan. It is expounded upon. So, but if you haven't been maintaining it, okay, that's a different conversation. And you want to put, $300, $400, $500, $600 or more into a water heater that is getting up there in age and hasn't been maintained, just to find out in a year it has to be replaced because it's leaking. These are equations, this is real data that is something to absolutely take into consideration, because if price is a concern, if you can't afford to do it right, how will you afford to do it twice? So we want to make sure that we're making our investments wisely. The other thing to consider is the water heater that you have. Is it as energy efficient as you'd like? So for example, if you have an electric water heater, and depending on the age and the energy efficiency, on average, you're gonna have about a 0.84 UEF rating. So what that means is for every $1 that you put into heating water, you get 84 cents of hot water back. So do you wanna put $400, $500, $600, $700 into repairing that water heater versus considering possibly something like a hybrid that has a 4.8 UEF, depending on the brand and the size, meaning for every $1 you put into it of hot water, you get $4.80 worth of hot water. So it's quickly going to pay you back. So that's something to really consider. Hey, I'm at this point, my water heater's not working. Where do I want to put my money? Do I want to put it into repairing something that's this age, this maintenance, and this energy rating? Or do I want to make an investment into something that's upgraded and going to pay me back? The other thing, and this is just a simple, oh my goodness, but are you running out of hot water? Is the water heater that you have performing to your expectations? Maybe your family's grown in size since you moved into your home or got your water heater last. So let's say you have a 40-gallon gas water heater and only 2 people get to take a shower. So that can be that your family's grown in size. It can also mean maintenance. So if it wasn't flushed on a regular basis, what was a 40-gallon tank has all this sediment built up at the bottom, and now you have a 30-gallon tank. So again, do you want to put money into something that isn't fulfilling your needs? So before you make that choice, hey, I'm going to repair it, I'm going to put this much money into it. These are really those 4 key factors. Do you want to put money into something that isn't fulfilling your needs? Your family's grown or it hasn't been maintained. What is the age of it? What is the maintenance of it? And how much money are you putting into it just to produce hot water? Or could it be paying you back? So when you consider those 4 things, ultimately that choice is still yours, but you can make that decision empowered and informed. I know that I'm about to spend $600, no risk it, no biscuit, right? So you're going to make this repair, but you made that decision. So in a year, if that water heater's leaking or something's gone wrong, you made an informed decision that was empowered versus someone telling you what that decision should be. So really take those 4 things into consideration and weigh out where do you want to put your money, into a new one or into a repair. Maybe today a repair is really that's what you can afford. And you know and can plan for in a year you're going to replace it. And that's where your budget is. Those things are all okay. We just want you to make them informed. So if you're not having hot water, it's not producing water hot enough, maybe it's just not the right size, your electric bill is higher than it should be. These are all things like, hey, let's take a look at your water heater. You can absolutely reach out to us. We will give you a great consultation and all of your options. You can reach us at 623-486-4657. You can reach us on our website at robinsplumbing.com, as well as by email at info@robinsplumbing.com. So I hope you found this video helpful and it helps you to decide, hey, it's that time. Do I repair or do I replace?